boss gave me 4 hours to erase the board and just rewrite the same information. I get off at 5, y'all. It's 1:53. I have 4 hours. This is the only thing I gotta do.
A group of female firefighters were invited to a training in the forest to prove that women can do a better job than men. And a couple minutes into the training, they caused an out-of-control forest fire. Guys, luckily nobody was hurt, but residents had to be evacuated out of the area. And guys, several days before the event, feminists bragged about how they were finally breaking down barriers in the male-dominated industry. I guess that didn't go well for them, guys.
Truck. Oh my gosh. There's actually no way. Oh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, what is going on right now? I wish I had my dad.
What do I even do? Oh my gosh, should I just put it in drive? Oh, frick, it's driving. Wait, am I even... Fudge! It's not even driving. It's not driving! Why is it not driving? I literally can't do this right now. Park. Drive. Shift to park to start vehicle. What do you mean shift to park? Why would I shift to park to start the vehicle? Is the vehicle not started? Oh my god, am I... Holy...
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago and they denied my application. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I do okay with money as is, so I didn't need the job, but I would have liked it to have made some extra money so I could pay off my debt quicker. I want you guys to talk about in the comments what it's been like for you finding a job recently, like if it's been easy or if it's been difficult, and I want to know what kind of experience you guys have, because I want to see if I'm the only person that's experiencing this right now or not.
What's up, everyone? Today, we're discussing an issue that's causing major debate in workplaces across 2026. Companies discreetly choosing not to hire women and the controversial reasons behind those decisions. We're talking about hiring managers, small business owners, and corporations deliberately making choices to avoid bringing female employees onto their teams.
Probably haven't heard much about. I'll show you. This is footage taken by a passenger on board Southwest Flight 345. It shows the moment that the front landing gear collapsed as soon as the plane touched the ground.
This plane is not going to move unless they got a tow truck or something. Yeah, because the wheel is broken. Yeah, the wheel is gone.
Investigation revealed that the captain of this flight was a woman who had multiple complaints filed against her by her co-pilots. She allowed the plane to descend rapidly towards the ground without properly configuring the flaps for landing, and then she aggressively took control of the plane herself and flew it nose first into the runway. This particular captain was notorious for inappropriate and dangerous behavior in the cockpit. Thought the complaints were really about her gender or her sexuality instead of her competence, and apparently Southwest agreed.
Here's all the stupidest things I've ever done at a job. One time I was supposed to charge somebody's credit card $545, but I didn't realize because I was new that you don't have to enter the zeros on the machine. So I charged them $54,500, and it was an American Express card, so it went through. No limit on those. I learned that day. I don't think there's limits. One time a coworker sent me a spreadsheet and told me to look for this data in it, and then I responded quite confidently. It was like, the data is not in the spreadsheet. And they were like, did you scroll right? And I was like, no, I did not scroll right. There it is. Yes, I see it now. Thank you. My whole company was copied on that email. Yes, they were. Oh, one time I had managed to convince myself I had a photographic memory because I was at some burger place with my boyfriend, and he decided last minute after we'd already left the menu that he wanted French fries, but they had all these dipping sauces and he didn't know which dipping sauce. And I recited all of the artisanal dipping sauces to him in order. There were 20 of them. So I went to work a few weeks later as a job, and I had to take everything off of this thing, and then I had to put it back exactly how it had been. And this guy was like, didn't you take a picture first? And I was like, I don't need to. I have a photographic memory. I did it wrong. I do not.
I already started crying, but oh my god, I know. Oh god. If you're seeing this, I've been looking for a job for over 100 days now, and there's a top job that I've wanted. I've been saying to everybody I'm gonna get it. I've even been speaking in different languages to the universe, like konnichiwa, hola, guten tag, hi. It's whenever I talk to the universe so it can hear me internationally. Oh my god. Dear Gina, we are pleased to inform you that you've selected to move on to the final interview stage for the senior bioinformatics sciences position. I have a month or so before I have to move out of my apartment. because when you don't have a job, like, you can't afford to live. So I'm just gonna claim this and say that this is going to work out and things are going to work out for me.
This female pilot crashed an aircraft nose first into the runway after disregarding established landing procedures and taking overly aggressive control of the plane, yet her response was to argue that the criticism stemmed from her gender and sexuality. That kind of deflection and unwillingness to accept responsibility is concerning. Several co-pilots had previously reported her unsafe conduct in the cockpit. That isn't discrimination, it's aviation professionals attempting to prevent the very outcome that eventually occurred, a plane crash with passengers on board.
And everybody been explaining all day! All day! For nothing! He knows! He made everything! Listen, it started off fine, it's still starting out, friends! I am done! I quit! The guy, he comes out, he goes, hey, doesn't shake my hand, no, nice to meet you, hey, I don't really know why you're here. I don't want to hire any new staff. Hey, so yesterday when you guys called and said to come in at 2 o'clock for an interview so you could hire me as a server, you were doing that for a position that you weren't even hiring for and just wasting my time, making me drive 40 minutes away to a restaurant that that you're not even hiring at? Ah!
It's so hard being in, like, those next few years after college because, like, you try so hard. Like, I just got laid off in January and it was a layoff. He cut off like half the company because financials weren't right. Like, his financials weren't right, so he couldn't hold it anymore. So, yeah, and then, like, I keep applying places and they either say I'm overqualified or not qualified enough, and, like, I'm trying so hard. And it doesn't matter. It feels like it doesn't matter. Like, it really is just, like, it doesn't matter what your resume looks like. It doesn't, like, people try to tell you, like, oh, if you do this with your resume, it'll be better. If you try doing this with your resume, it'll be better.
Morning, have you got a minute?
Yeah?
This has got to stop.
Sorry?
It's got to stop.
What?
This. All this in your hair and stupid things in your hair every day. It's just distracting.
I'm going out after work, so I just thought I'd keep my roll. I've not got any calls today.
You're either working or you're not.
I'm still working when I've got rollers in my hair.
But it's just distracting.
To who?
Everyone. Look at them round there. They're just all looking at your hair.
Well, he's looking now because you've said it.
No, but he was looking before.
Well, that's not my problem. I can get some that aren't as bright colours.
Listen.
Yeah.
Just nothing in the hair. Come to work ready for work and then go home and get ready to go out. It's not too much to ask. You get paid for being at work. We just want you to do your job and go home. We like you to look fabulous, with no problem with that, but stop this things in your hair every single day.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I just don't see how it affects anyone, but obviously...
It's just so distracting.
I just got back from a job interview and I thought it was going really well and I really liked the look of the company and it would be like my first job since uni. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it. They were a bit weird in the interview, but I was like, yeah, it's formal, isn't it? It's a job interview, whatever. In the end, basically, he implied that maybe I wouldn't get the job because of what I was wearing. And I was like, it's 2024, we can wear what we want. And also I googled what to wear for a job interview because I've only ever had like hospitality interviews before and that's like a trial shift and stuff. So I googled it and I bought a new outfit, spent money on it. But yeah, I'll show you. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with, I spent money on this? I was like, smart skirt, smart.
This woman arrived at a professional job interview dressed more for a nightclub than a workplace and was genuinely surprised when she wasn't selected. Her response was, "It's 2024, we can wear whatever we want," but that mindset doesn't apply in professional environments. The lack of understanding around workplace expectations is one reason employers become cautious. Professional dress codes exist for a purpose, and showing up in attire that doesn't fit the setting can signal a lack of awareness of basic workplace standards.
I just got home from a job interview. And they told me that I'm not going to get the job because of my outfit. Are you kidding me?
No. They trying to make me clean all these dishes back here by myself. Do I have to get all this done in time?
Yes, ma'am. By 12 o'clock.
By myself?
Yes, what the hell you think you apply for?
What happened if I don't?
You fired. What you think you apply for the job for? Apply for it. Do the shit.
I just got fired at Target for theft. You wanna know what I stole? Oh, you do? You do? Coffee. I was making myself a coffee every day because one of my coworkers told me it was free. And they brought me into an office and said, we cannot hire you. We cannot have you continue to work here because you're stealing. Oh, what? I didn't. Oh, that was not even my fault. What the So yeah, really glad I finally got my first job in like over a year, and I lost it over coffee. The other day of crying on the internet because a job that I have interviewed for 3 times and really wanted, I didn't get. And it sucks, and I feel a lot of different emotions right now. I feel like embarrassed and like ashamed of myself because like I gave it my all and like they didn't want me, and I know the job market sucks, okay? Like I know the job market sucks and like whatever, but like it really takes a toll on your confidence when you keep applying and you interview and you get rejected in the final round. This has happened to me 4 times in the past month, interviewing again and again and again and getting rejected. And like I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining, but like it takes a toll on you after a while, and it just sucks, okay?
Struggling in my 9-to-5, so I started a side hustle in case I got laid off. But then it became very apparent that I was also bad at my side hustle. So then I was just struggling in both things. And then I found out today that I got fired from my side hustle after 1 month because I wasn't performing well enough. Now I'm just praying that I don't get fired from my 9-to-5. How can a person be bad at everything? I am so humbled.
They're doing her makeup at work, but her desk is in the front.
The other thing just wants to mention, and maybe number. Hi. Okay, I'll go do that right now.
These women are applying makeup at their desks in the front office, where clients and visitors can clearly see them. When they're asked to stop, they respond as if it's not an issue. This kind of behavior reflects a lack of professionalism and workplace awareness that concerns some employers. The front desk serves as the company's first impression, meaning clients, customers, and guests see you before anyone else. Spending that time doing a full makeup routine can appear unprofessional and suggests a misunderstanding of basic workplace expectations.
I'd get paid more if I was a man.
Yeah, probably. Men are just stronger, faster, smarter, more intelligent. I said that twice, so I don't know what that says about me. They also take less sick days. They're more consistent over a period of a month. You're the 4th highest paid person in the team, and you're less than half of the age of the highest people who are higher paid than you. Would I get paid more if I was a man? The only other person who's worked he's worked longer than you, who is a man, is paid less than you, and he leads a team of 12 people or so. You don't have anyone you lead. You do no leadership. You haven't even made a proper sale yet. Do I get paid? You already get paid too much.
Holy. Women have gone through buds.
0.
Don't say that. Women are going to feel like you're a sexist. You should lie.
I'm not sure. I've met more than enough females that are Apache pilots, fighter pilots, badass EOD chicks, which is explosive ordnance, like Hurt Locker, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some bad women in the military.
Yes.
They want no part of that job. I haven't met one that's like, I wish I could be a Navy SEAL. And it's not on them. They just don't want that job.
Why is that?
You'd have to ask.
This really toxic thing where if I don't get a job, I will literally go on LinkedIn and see who replaced me, like see who got the job. I know that's not healthy, but I need to know. I need to know, is that person better than me? Like, what do they have that I don't? You know the job situation is bad if the girlies are acting like this about jobs. And then sometimes I do this really toxic thing where I'm like, oh, I didn't get the job because maybe they're racist. Obviously, I'm just making up things in my head, but I like to tell myself that sometimes. It's my toxic trait. Why can't they pick me, choose me, love me? You know what I mean? Like, why do they have to choose someone else? Yeah, the job I stalked that I didn't get, this person was experienced. Like, I could not compare it to her. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, why were you even interviewing me? Like, what do I offer? I feel like finding a new job is like literally dating. It's the same thing.
The nursing profession needs more male nurses. There's just something about male nurses and working with a man in the nursing profession that as women we can't contribute. Like, it's just a whole different vibe. Like, nursing is obviously dominated by women, but when you throw like a man or like a few men into the mix, like, it just creates a peaceful balance. Like, men just genuinely don't involve themselves in gossip. Men genuinely just come to work and are so helpful. Like, they don't care if like your agency, if your staff. Men just have a different approach. So I think there needs to be some sort of endorsement for more males to join this profession. Every specialty, every unit, management, we need more male nurses, period.
Is the gender pay gap real?
Yes, men statistically get paid more than women, even in the same position of power.
Do you work like a job at the moment?
No, I don't.
Okay, got it. If the gender pay gap exists, women are paid less for the same job, why wouldn't firms just hire only women?
Men, especially men in power, think that women below them can't do the job as well. So that's one of the reasons they do get paid less, and they just think men do the job better. So that's why they end up hiring men, even though they do pay the women less.
If women can do the job just as well, then why would they not just hire women? They can just pay them less for the same job.
Because they don't. They want men to fill those roles because they want the men to go up in power and get better at the job.
This woman argues that the gender pay gap exists because men believe women are less capable of doing the job, while at the same time insisting that women can perform the work just as well. Adding to the debate, she doesn't have a job herself. The contradiction and lack of practical experience are difficult to ignore. On one hand, the claim is that women are paid less because employers think they perform worse. On the other hand, it's argued that women perform equally well. So which argument holds true? If women consistently delivered the same results for lower pay, profit-focused companies would have a strong incentive to hire women exclusively to reduce labor costs.
I already knew it was going to be a problem. The jockeys will watch you embarrass yourself. I didn't even know if I had it cranked the right way. Still don't know how to crank it. Made it look like I knew what I was doing. It's cold as Boba. Breaking every bone in my body for this one.
I had to start preparing young women for the workplace drama that involves just a random old lady having one-sided beef with you. Like, I was fully expecting the misogyny and ageism from men, but nobody prepared me for this.
Let me just say, the job today is hard, okay? It's hard. Look, I came in all clean and I'm freaking dirty. I'm dirty.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Usually I'm like, yes, I love being here. I'm blessed. I mean, I am blessed, but like, it's hard today.
Half of my face is 30% more likely to get hired than this half of my face, or this side of my face. A study done by Harvard Medical School found that women who wear light natural makeup are seen as more professional and trustworthy. They're also seen as more competent. Yep, give or take, this girl is 30% more likely to get the job than the girl who shows up in full glam, and oftentimes the girl who shows up with no makeup at all. Women are not evaluated based on their talent first, because before we can even open our mouths, someone is evaluating how we look. If you aren't pretty enough at work, you're invisible. If you're too pretty, you're a bimbo, full of yourself, probably not very smart, and opportunities will or won't flow accordingly. There are a lot of different terms for this phenomenon. Pretty tax, pretty punishment, sometimes pretty privilege. But me, I think it's pretty bull.
That's your job, right?
Yeah.
Why'd you get fired?
I went into work and they fired me.
No, what did they say?
You cannot work here anymore.
Look at me.
You
What did
cannot
they
work.
say?
You cannot work here anymore.
Yeah. Did you ask why?
So at my job, you cannot work. You have to wear like actual
That cover more.
cover more. Yes. And they're like, yeah, this is a law. You can get fired. I can get fired.
Yeah. It could have put them in a risky position if you were wearing something that was against the law. They could get their business shut down by
Well, I
you
got
not following
fired.
legal regulation. So it makes sense
I
for you to
got
get fired.
fired. Well, I never got directed. I never got directed.
I also don't know
I
that.
never got directed.
This woman was terminated for repeatedly violating her workplace dress code. She openly admits that she was warned several times that her clothing was not appropriate, yet still seems confused about why she lost her job. The lack of accountability and understanding of professional expectations is striking. Her employer clearly communicated the dress code requirements, but she chose to ignore those instructions. Now, she's expressing surprise that her actions ultimately led to consequences.